Hello, it is February 8th, 2020. I'm Ray with All of Beauty and welcome to Hair of the Day. Today I'm lucky enough to be taking myself to the Orchestra. Pretty excited, so I thought I would do something a little bit fancier because why not? I'm going out and it's a fun time. I've washed my hair and I've set them. All I did was blow it out, and then I twisted my hair, divided it in the middle and twisted it up into little buns just to kind of set a curl into it without even putting heat on it. I do have an iron warmed up. I have some hairspray. I have 3 elastics and a handful of pins, so we'll have some fun. One recommendation I always have when you're doing any sort of updo or something you wouldn't want to mess up, always make sure you wear a zip, because then I can just take this off and get dressed without pulling something over my head and messing everything up. Another thing, a tip, I guess, when you're getting your hair done, when you're doing an updo or when you're going to get one, is always, against contrary belief, wash your hair. It is so annoying when I come to a wedding and people have really dirty hair. I know that the myth was that you should have dirty hair, but that's not true. It doesn't help anybody. It really just disturbs my process more than everything else. So make sure you wash your hair when you're doing an updo. Okay, so look at that. We already have so much curl in there, and all we did was let it set when it was still a bit warm from the dryer in those little buns. So as per usual, we'll take our brush and just brush through that, see what's going on in there, see how the curls are. Wow, they're pretty good. Pretty good. Very voluminous. Wow, yeah, so I often find that hair will take shape of where you want it to, especially when it's warm, especially when it's brand new hair. I haven't put any heat on it besides the blow dryer, and this is what we've got. I'll spray down with that Living Proof Control Spray, as I just have on this desk, waiting for me. I'll brush that in one more time. Because my hair is so slippery first day, I've mentioned this before, as per everybody else's, when it's the first day it's super slippery. I always like to add a little bit of extra hairspray, even if you're not doing much, just so that it has a little bit of grit. I'm not a huge fan of tons of grit in my hair, as you know, but a tiny bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to section out a little space about that much, just a little ponytail. And I'm going to secure it with this elastic. And then, like we've been doing all week, we'll divide the ponytail in half and flip it through. So simple like this, dividing it in half and sending it through. It's such a great trick to look glam and you've done nothing. So there it is. We can pull out some pieces, just let it sit a little bit. Second section, I'll take up like this and meet it to that last section I just took. I again will secure with this elastic. I will divide the hair as we were and flipping it through. Again, if you want to pull out some pieces, kind of make that a bit more textured, feel free. And then the third section will be from this year up to that other first section that we took. Once again, securing with your elastic. This is so simple. Hardly super orchestra worthy. Divide your hair in half and flip through. Sometimes we just need something a little bit glam, but it's so easy. Okay, so now I'm gonna gather these 3 pieces. I'm going to take a few pins and just secure it. Because I can't see what I'm doing, I'm going to take that little mirror that I always talk about and just check out what's happening back there. So far, so good. I might pull out some pieces on this side, just so it's a little bit more loose and undone. Then I'll take a few pieces just underneath the sections that we took. I'm crossing them over, and then I'm just gonna pin them over top of where that last elastic is so I can hide any of the work that we've been doing with the elastics. So taking a few more pins and securing this in. I'm hoping that looks pretty good, but let's take a peek. Yep. Also, I keep doing these videos without my glasses so that I can get into these hairs without the annoyance of glasses, but I actually am half blind when I'm doing this, so hopefully they're always turning out, but I literally can't see. That's why I'm always coming close to the camera and squinting, because I can't see what I'm doing. Oh gosh, who knows what I'm doing now? Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So it's that simple. Add that, and I don't even think I'm gonna tweak those curls too much because they set pretty nicely. But because we've got the heated iron and my fringe is just a little bit limp, I'll probably just take it and do that half mid shaft and give it a little spin so it's got a little bit of texture again. I don't like a crazy fringe, but I definitely like a little bit of texture in there. Clamping it, spinning it. If you have a wand and not your iron, you can totally do that instead. If you want to tweak any of these curls, you can just give them a little bit of a life of their own. Just help them smooth and sit nice. But I think that it's so easy. Those little buns that I do after I blow dry, I often do that just so that I don't have to work very hard for these curls after. Because you know me, and I love ease when it comes to hair. So, give yourself another spray. And if you want to be really fancy for tonight, I have a clip with some pearls on it, and then you can just place it in. I'll probably take a peek in this mirror to place it just so I can see what I'm doing. But you can just put it wherever you feel like it's gonna sit proper in the hair, wherever it's gonna look cute. I always just mess around, and sometimes I just hold it in place over where I think I might want it, and then I can see if it's gonna sit nice. So we're already all done. It's been 9 minutes and you have a full updo for your night out. I think it worked out pretty good, and by updo I mean half updo, but still. And still very handy to have a zip so that I'm not trying to pull things over my head and mess up whatever is going on back there. I'll probably give this a brush just because those extensions will get a bit piecey otherwise. And then I'm good to go. I can get dressed and changed and then get out to it. So thanks for joining for Hair of the Day. I'm Ray at Holy Snips Ray, and this is brought to you by Olive Beauty at Olive Beauty YYC. We'll see you again tomorrow for Hair of the Day tomorrow.